Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to Parkasaurus, where we're going to crack on here with our Sandbox mode. We're actually going to get some dinosaurs in this episode. If you go on to enjoy it, please let me know by clicking on the like button. And if you're new here and you'd like to see lots more creative gaming for grown-ups, all you have to do is click subscribe. So thank you very much for the feedback in the last episode. I really appreciate that you guys and girls really sort of realise you know, what Geekism is all about and that we really do enjoy a bit of creative sandbox modes. And also, thanks for bearing with me, because sometimes I can get a little bit swept up in the YouTube rat race, you know, and end up being on the content churn a little, and sometimes it's kind of important to remember that, you know what, sometimes it's nice just to go back and play and look at something good, isn't it? Electric fence, average visibility, high visibility on the wire fence there, but low strength. There's nothing that does both, is there? I guess that's the whole point, isn't it? But we are going to start working on a couple of dinosaur exhibits today, and we're going to do so using this wall to start off with. Not going to come right down. I was thinking about curving it around those trees there, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to come in here instead. Now, can I cancel that? Now, does that class as a solid wall there? I suppose we really only find out when we've done the other side of it, don't we? Now, we've got an electric fence there which has average visibility. What I'm thinking is we have an electric fence coming down here. Oh, I hate the fact that it's gone dark. It's so hard to see what's going on. Right, electric fence there. Oh no, not there actually, because we were going to put in someone to actually see the thing, aren't we? So hold on. Oh, it's got a nice graphic though when it does that. So we have electric fence around the front, but we actually want the plexiglass one, I think, when we can go in and see. But I want to actually create the viewing area like I talked about in the last episode, and I want to use these because these look awesome. They're a little big, but I actually think this is a really good way to go. So let's do. They are equal, aren't they? Yeah, something like that. Although I notice it's putting the paths in slightly odd spots. Can we now get rid of those paths? Right, we can. Good. Oh, does that mean we can get rid of them under here? Oh, let's do that then, because I was saying before how I didn't really like the fact that they have a bit of path underneath them. I do think it means that guests won't actually use them, but what we're going to do is have a food court over here that's a bit more useful anyway. In that case, let's get rid of all of you and all of you. Okay. And now that's in place, we can actually put the fence around it. And I'd like this plexiglass fence, even though it's probably a little over the top. Let's try. Can we do that? No, we've got to give it a little bit more out. How about that? Nope. How about that? That looks like it's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think. See, that's interesting. That won't let us put it in there. Okay, well, how about we go 2 that way and do that instead? There we go. Okay, and let's go back to the concrete. We might as well make that little bit concrete there, hadn't we? Because there's not really much of that being electrical. Now, I do wonder whether it's worth making the whole thing concrete, actually. And just having that one sort of viewable area, you know? Just going up to there, make an exhibit. It does, awesome. So we can use those back walls as exhibits, which is good because I don't think they can break through those and run off outside. I think they can only break into the park. It would make sense, wouldn't it? So that's good. So there we go. We've got a nice private exhibit, but with a nice big viewing area as well. I do think that we have to maybe shuffle these a little now. But let's see if we can move them and them not get too offended by where they end up. Let's do rotate there. What I'd like to be able to do really is put them right up in the corner there. No, don't destroy it. The problem is if we do that, then I guess it won't. See, that's the problem. It doesn't line up, does it? They're not. The things aren't actually central. Although that lines up, that's okay. So that gives us 2 that way. So we have to put that one there, and we have to put this one there. Right, so they're lined up now and the same distance away all round. It's just because the path it puts down is a little funky. So As long as we fill in the path, which we're going to do like this, we should be okay, I think. It should start to all sort of come together now and start looking alright. There we go. So we've got that. What we'll do is we'll take this pattern around here and see if we can follow this like so. And then we'll do the same with the red one here, just to kind of keep it all tied together. I say red. Is it red? Red? It says redstone. Yeah, I can't really tell what colour it is, to be honest. I kind of guessed red. And then we'll do that, and now the path goes out there, and it all sort of ties it together. I think it looks pretty good. And there's, I mean, ideally this would be right up against the edge here, but that's what we can do with the game. So that's what we do. And let's put down some signs. You know, signage. Here we go. Info sign B, I think, is probably the one that's going to look good. Where can we can't put it right underneath there. So do we just do one in the middle? Let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can go for... No, it's a too wide thing, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Wishing well. All of the signs are the same size, I think. They just have different thinness. Different covers on them, sorry, even. So we'll have to put 2 down. So let's do... Oh, well, actually, we can put them right up against here, can't we? Yeah, let's do that then. Okay, so no, can we not? Oh, we can put them on that side, but we can't on that side because they're not classed as square. What about here? Okay. All right, that's acceptable. Okay, and then finally, let's get the where's the little money boxes? There we go. Now these we should be able to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. That has to go there, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 thingy. Yeah. So on that row there, and that's smack in the middle. All right, that's our viewing area for this exhibit, which is going to be... let's go and have a look at the dinos. Let's see what we can put in town. We've turned all the thingies off, so we can stick a Tyrannosaurus Rex in there if we wanted to. We won't. Now, Ankylosaurus is a herbivore from the Ankylosaur factory. Now, if I remember rightly, these guys aren't really fans of other dinosaurs, so they're pretty happy on their own, which I think is probably a decent start. Either that, or we could go something like a trike or something like that. Spinosaurus, carnivore family, they're nasty things if I remember rightly. Want to keep them nice and light. Ornies, need a few of them. Okay, let's go for a... where's it gone? Ankylosaurus. Create. I'll take that egg. And I'll stick it in... what else have we got? Oh, we've got a Steggy as well. Right, okay. Ankylosaurus. Boom. Now, I have no idea what sort of life it requires. It lives in the taiga biome. Okay, well, we can get started on the taiga biome by sticking some flooring down. So, for taiga, we need grass, but it's not too wet, I don't think. I think that's the idea behind the taiga biome. It starts as a grass biome, but we add a bit of height to it, if I remember rightly. Okay. And there we go. I'm going to turn that round so I can see. We have missed a line there, that's fine. Otherwise, I think we're okay. Let me just drag that in there just in case. Okay. Right, so that's that done. The next thing we have to do to create taiga is to basically get some height in it. So we'll come to terrain, but this time we'll come to elevate terrain. And what we'll do is we'll pick a couple of spikes. This is so far the easiest way I've seen of doing this. So we'll pick a few spikes and then come to flatten and flatten off the spike. Oh, I thought it worked, but it doesn't. What about if we... Oh, there we go. That's how we do it. Sorry, click and drag. That's what I was trying to do before. But then if you keep clicking and dragging, it raises each bit by 1, which actually ends up working pretty well to get this sort of cool rugged rugged bit of terrain. You get like little low peaks and things like that. And what we can do actually is, although we'll get a bit of height towards the back of the place here, we're actually going to go lower in a few spots here towards the front. So we get a bit of a... oh, that's maybe a bit too much there, I think. Let's flatten that out a little. But now we're in taiga just. I mean just. Let's just drop a couple of bits down and lift a few of these higher peaks up over here, just so we get a bit of the rock work coming through. I think that'll look pretty good. There we go. And maybe a bit more over here. And we just get... it's quite a nice solution actually to that. Quite a nice way of getting some height into it. Okay, we'll put some privacy tile down. I'm thinking maybe this dark one, or maybe it's a bit too dark. Maybe we'd be better with that one. Yeah, that one probably goes a bit more with the terrain, doesn't it? So we'll stick a few of this around. Now I think better to have little patches of this than large patches everywhere. Alright, because then they can just go and find a little bit where they want, but they don't spend ages walking through it and constantly being in privacy, you know? Alright, good. And then we want to get some trees. Apple trees are fine for taiga. Ancient monkey puzzle tree is good for taiga. That looks cool. Let's get a few of you on the go. Now, wherever we put these, it's going to require water. So we're going to try and group them a little, so as that when we come to add some water, we can do so and have them all looked after by a little bit of water, if that makes sense. So hopefully, if we do that, and if we come back into straight, because we don't want too much water here, you see, but if we just put like a little droplet here, that should be enough for those. That's perfect. And then we can have a little bit of a nice lake here. That's the end of the day. Okay, next day, thank you. Then we go back to terrain. Get the water back out again. So we can actually make that into a bit of a... No, I'd like that all one big lake. There we go. We've got a bit there for some reason. And we'll do that as well. No, I would like to keep you as water, please. Thank you. But not this. This is awful. How do I get rid of this? Like that. Can you go away, water? There we go. And there as well. There we go. One nice flat bit where they come in anyway, so that people can come and see them. Okay, so now we've got enough trees. We need some bushes. So let's have a look. Do we have a cool bush? An ancient lycopod. Does it look a bit special, does it? Oh, yeah, I like that. Oh, they need water as well. Okay, well in that case we can really pop these around the water. They look pretty good. There we go. Messes the water up a little, but actually I quite think they look good. Alright, there's a bit of that, and a bit over here maybe. We've actually got enough in there now. Yeah, okay, that's enough of that. Where's the one that didn't have water? Let's get rid of you. And you. And amazingly, you must just be close enough to that water, but we'll get rid of you because you look a bit silly on your own, don't you? And the last thing we need to do is some stones. Okay, so what stone works well for taiga? It's one of these three, so we'll go... I quite like the granite ones. And we'll keep this sort of... I'm not sure what it looks like if you place it on a slope, so I'm not going to, because I don't think it'll look very good. But where there is like these slight hills here, it kind of makes sense to have a little bit of an outcrop of stone. There's quite a bit of stone in taiga from those things. See, oh, it just does that to kind of make it work. Okay, that's fine. It's fine in moderation, but you don't need to have too much, do you? Because otherwise, you'll really start changing the terrain that you originally planned. Oh, this area is a bit empty over here. Actually, we should probably keep it empty, shouldn't we? Because we could do with a shelter at some point. In fact, let's get rid of you, and we will actually use you as as the shelter area. I think that'd work quite well. Always remember to use a flat bit for shelters. Are we in yet? Let's have a look. A few more stones. Pretty big place, to be fair. I can totally understand that it needs a lot of stoning. And like I say, taiga, it's meant to be a sort of stony, rocky biome anyway. So there we go. It now has a healthy diversity. It's got an 88% privacy rating. That's pretty good. Let's get back to the exhibit then and get some food for it. It's a Vegisaurus, sorry. So, a large vegetarian feeder, tray feeder, large ones for sauropods, cylinder feeder, a large improved feeder for vegetable eaters, stump feeder, and improved. So that one does plus food and plus looks. Oh, it looks the part as well. So let's get you in. Boom. That's where you can get fed. Okay. Shelters. Great shelter for small-sized dino to sleep and chill. Now, you are a medium... Oh, hello. You are a medium-sized dino? Medium. So you're going to be pretty happy as it is, but we could do with something good for you. Let's have a look. Large dinos. Large. A good magical shelter. What? House shelter, magical crystals. I don't even know what half of these are. I don't want to just dive in and just throw something crazy on that. It's going to turn them into a dragon or something. Small. Medium. A great shelter for medium-sized dinos. Right, there it is. Then that's the one we're going to have. There's the entrance there. Boom. There you've got somewhere you can go and chill out. I've just realised we need to get a door in here somewhere for staff, which is most likely going to be here, would be the optimal space for it, I suppose. And we need to hire some staff as well, because we haven't got anyone to feed the poor thing at the moment. So let's go into the veterinarian. Let's find the best ability one we can. It's going to be 5 personality. You're slow, but I'll take it. Okay. So I suppose at this point we should probably get a janitor. Again, I'd rather have a speedy janitor with no personality, because that's kind of, you don't have to have personalities for janitors, do you? Scientist, we'll leave you for now because we don't really need you. And security we'll have just in case anyone kicks off. They're pretty good. There we go. We also need to get some food coming in. So let's buy an absolute load of these, so we've always got a bit of a backlog. Right, and then let's stick 20 on the daily. We've got money's not an option, so we might as well. Right, okay. No food to refill filled out. I'm on it. And there we go, Ankylosaur. So you should be... Oh, a herd dinosaur requires a mate. Oh, see, I didn't think they were. Okay, well, we can sort that out. Let's go back to eggs. I could have sworn that they weren't really herders. I'm only going to stick one more in there, though. Where are you? Come on. Ankylosaur. Oh, we've already got it selected. Great, thank you. So, yeah. Take you and pop you down. Hopefully it won't take too long. And toys. That was the other thing I noticed a lot. A toy ball. Apparently improves enrichment. Still, enrichment's pretty low. How can we improve enrichment? Somebody said hats, but I feel kind of ridiculous buying hats for our dinosaurs, you know. Classic, bow. See, none of them seem to actually tell me they have enrichment, you know. So I'm going to leave that for now because I don't really like the idea of putting hats on my dinos. But otherwise, pretty happy. Hunger's fine. I mean, you've got a big thing to eat from there. Privacy's pretty good. I think we've done quite a good job of making that there. Healthy, I like it. Social, we're working on. Enrichment, I mean, does it go up as they use stuff, I guess? Will enrichment go up as it uses this little thing here for chilling out? No, just going to smash the wall instead. Speed up and see. What are you doing? Somebody going to go and fix the wall there? Yeah, maybe just smashing the wall is something they do, you know? Having a kip. You're completely ignoring the shelter. Ankylosaura, they love it. It's your specialist one, look. Oh my word. Oh, it's the end of the day as well. Anyway, one thing I am going to start doing as well, like we have done in other games, our dinosaurs are going to be named after members of the Patreon page. So, just in case you don't know, we do have a Patreon set up where you can help fund the channel for just $3. I don't do all these crazy big tiers where you get all special things and everything. $3, that's it, you're a patron, and you get your name in the game. So, let me bring up the sheet. Okay, and it's going to be Alicia, who has got good enrichment now. Alicia, I'm so happy you're playing with your ball, Alicia. So thank you very much for your support, Alicia. You are now an Ankylosaurus kicking a ball around. That is and crapping your pants. So well done, Alicia. Aren't you glad you pledged on Patreon now? Social, yeah, come on then. Let's get this other one and see if it's enough. See if 2 of you are enough. Because I don't think you're going to have the size. The room for 3 of you, and it might even shrink as you get bigger as well, you know. Come on, there we go. Let's crack you out. And I've just realised I'm going to need a name for you as well. Next one up is it's actually Paul Wright. He's better known as Paulsley. He's actually a YouTuber himself, very good Planko player. So Elvis, no more. Elvis lives, and he is known as, I'm going to put your name as Paulsley. You can check him out on YouTube. He does a lot of awesome Planko stuff. They're playing with it. So Elvis and Alicia, Paulsley and Alicia, Eva, you're now sort of hanging out and looking pretty happy with yourselves now. We've got 2 super happy dinos here. They're going to be very glad of themselves. There we go, and they've got a really awesome looking. I love these trees. These lime green, light green pines are really good. I've just realised we'd actually open. We could probably open ourselves up now, couldn't we? Actually, no, we couldn't. We couldn't, because one thing we really haven't got yet is some sort of food outlet, and that's what we're going to do down here. We're going to make a food court. We'll start on this episode. Whether or not we get finished, I just don't know. So we're gonna bring it out this way. All right, and it's gonna pretty much come all the way down here, and it's gonna be a big old square. So let's have a look. That's going to be 7 on one side and 7 on the other. There we go. And we'll come down this way a certain amount and up a little amount. There we go. And I've just realised I have absolutely no idea how big the food stores are, so we should probably look at putting those in first. Buildings. Here we go. Because there's little ones, but we want the actual sort of buildings. There we go. So there's a balloon shop. Let's do food first. We've got a taco stand here, which I think probably will do pretty well there. All right, and then opposite. Yeah, you look pretty good opposite, like that. Do you? Let's have a look. Do you make sense? Yes, doors are internal. That's great, actually. In fact, okay. What else have we got? So now all the rest, I think, are pretty small, like little oh no, they're still pretty big. I thought they were quite small. Okay, so let's move you around then. So we'll have whatever you are. Hot dogs, meatballs, human herbivores. I don't know what you're meant to be, but we'll take it. Funnel cakes. These things are massive in the States. They never really took off over here. If they did, they're called something different, I think. Oh, these are going to clippy. What about that in the middle? Oh, a little drinks thing. That's a bit small, isn't it? Roasted peanuts might work quite well there. Let's put it down and see. No major clipping? Yeah, I'll go with that. That looks all right. Okay. So let's fill out the facilities a bit. We need a outhouse bathroom. We want. There we go. Proper bathrooms, because there are outhouses. But let's be honest, you really want some prime bathroom estate, don't you? Really, along here. So let's go for 1, 2 of those. Okay, and then we'll fence them. Okay. Any other issues with fencing anywhere? No, I think that's all right. So we've got bathrooms, we've got food stalls. Anything else we're missing that the game tells us we need? Facilities, outhouse, picnic tables, benches, employee resort. Is that just like staff rooms? Okay, so if that's a staff room, it's probably not a bad idea to get one of those in. Although I want it to kind of be off the beaten path a little, so we'll stick it up here. And we'll use this path that we've not used yet as almost like a staff-only path, I guess. You know, like a bit worn down, bit battered. Not quite as handy as it used to be, you know. We'll do that, and then we'll tree this area up. Let's get some food tables in. That's probably the best way to see them. So we'll do 1, 2. I'm not too sure what the pathing is like, how sort of far out the pathing has to be for people to get round. I'm sure we'll find out. There we go. 4 tables there to eat. That's a cool little food area, if I do say so myself. I want to get some trees in. Let me just remind myself, we're using pines down here, aren't we? Yeah, okay. So let's go back to... Oh, firs we were, yeah. Okay, so let's get back to some big old firs here to kind of fill this area out. There we go. Maybe even a couple around that door there. But not too much, I suppose. There we go. Okay, and then that fence that we used over here, the metal fence, we'll use that for capping off this area. There we go. Just like that. Said Tommy Cooper. That's the end of the day. Thank you. Next day, we have 2 happy dinos and 2 very happy dinos. Well, the same happy dinos, I assume, because that's all we have. We've got a mail. Cheap fish. We just got a great deal on some fish off the back of a truck. Sell sushi. I don't know what that means. No, I will not sell sushi just because we've got some cheap fish off the back of a truck that can never, ever be good. It's not an exhibit. That's cute, bless them. That's my fault for trying to be funky with the exhibit. I actually just want to kind of make it so that it's closed off to members of the public, although it looks like it's probably closed off to members of the public anyway. There. That's joined on. This is going to make a little exhibit here as well, isn't it? But, you know. There we go. As long as as long as it goes away, it doesn't keep telling me that the exhibit does no dinos in or whatever, then I'm actually kind of okay with it. Here, I feel we could probably put a little store. So something like Sweet Tooth. Yeah, that's quite cute, isn't it? That's like an actual person behind a stand. Is that the same as the hat one here? Yeah, I could go for a couple of them. So let's have you and the Sweet Tooth one there, and let's just see if we get away with taking the path from underneath you. But you stay working. You might not, I don't know. That's the problem. We need to really get some people in here to find out, don't we? But what we could do is we could maybe do that. That seems to be what they need. That looks better, doesn't it, anyway? Okay, next up then, we need to carry on our lighting. So we're going to have you there, obviously, and you there. And we'll do the same on the other side, just so you're equal. There we go. Probably going to open this up into a new exhibit here, so I don't want to go too crazy with it. Are you still loving life? Oh, you are. Love it. Paul's late. He's having the greatest time. Let's have a look. Fir tree. Gonna fill this in, and it's gonna. Here's the problem now with these all being firs. Is it's gonna tell me that it has the wrong ground underneath it. So what sort of ground do you need? I suppose if we could put it down and you're okay with it, then we can do that, can't we? There we go. Oh, they don't have water. See, that's the problem. Okay. Let's try, rather than doing all that, let's just try getting rid of like one. Oh, it's really hard to do. Hold on, let's go into free cam for a minute. Let's can we just get rid of you? And that stops you being an exhibit. There we go. Okay. Let's do that. I don't actually mind the grass on the ground a little. That looks okay to me. But to be honest with you, it's just because they need water and stuff otherwise. And I don't want to do that. I do want to look at using water as more like of a set piece later on, especially because we can use those bridges. That's a thought, actually. Let me just try just before we finish up, because this is going to be the end now. If we put water down and it does that freaky thing, scenery. Where were they? They are here. Wooden bridge. Can you? No, you go in the. You do a weird thing. Okay. What about if we do that and then put water under you? Because you really would think. No, it doesn't do it, does it? Okay. Splosh, 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 splosh. Yeah, that is like a purely looks bridge. Now, my next question is going to be whether or not people can walk over it, but I think that we will find out later on. We'll move all that for now, and we'll just head back to the terrain and level it off. There we go. Get rid of all that mess, and the water hopefully doesn't do too much damage. So it's a bit worrying every time you do that, isn't it? Alright, so we've got a little bit of work to do on the paths and benches and things like that, but I think overall we could probably click here. No, we could probably click here. No, we could probably click here. Yes, and go to open the park. We can upgrade that. Oh, that's neat. We can upgrade it again. Oh, look, it's it's just done the exact thing that we wanted to do there. Where are we? Alright, well, let's open it then. There you go. That blue's a bit bright. Let's tone you down a little to something more like that. There we go. So in keeping with the rest of the colours. And also that Parkasaurus sign, we can't change the colour on that, no, because you're a bit intense as well. There we go. But, alright, it's open. It's 3:30. Anyone turning up? Anyone? Let's just get back to normal view for a second. Anyone turning up to see our first dinos? You're not going to, are you? You're not going to help us out. Not today, anyway. Maybe tomorrow. But we've got a food court done. And we've got our first dinos done as well. So I think we'll leave it there. Thank you so much. I really do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, you can give us a like. It really helps out the channel. And if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Any thoughts, queries, or suggestions, you can pop them down in the comments. If you fancy a chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at JontySparrow. If you'd like to join in with the Geekism community, you can do so on our Geekism Discord server. You'll find the link for that in the description. Thank you very much to the patrons who make these videos possible. You can find out more information on how to support the channel at patreon.com/geekism. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.